Have you ever wondered where the holiday Pesach, Passover, gets its name? And welcome to the first official holiday naming ceremony. We're going to be deciding the holiday name for the holiday that commemorates us leaving Egypt. I will be taking suggestions at this point. Yeah, hi. I was thinking we could name it like something about the bread that didn't rise. That's my suggestion. No. Okay, maybe how about something to do with freedom, because we were freed. No. I have an idea. We'll call it Passover, because God passed over our houses during the plague of the firstborn. I know. It's brilliant. I know. That's it. That's the name. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not how it happened. But it's a really good question. How did Pesach get its name? And why is it important that Hashem passed over our houses during the 10th plague when that was kind of the idea of the plagues to not include the Jews? So it's a good question. But before we understand that, we have to get one thing clear. Jewish holidays do not commemorate events. Let's think of it this way. Every day there's a certain amount of spiritual energy that someone can plug themselves into, like an outlet and a charger. But on holidays, Hashem turns up the voltage. So that means you're going to need a new charger to plug into all that energy. So how do we do that? All the mitzvos of a certain holiday enable us to access that spiritual potential and energy. And every holiday has its own power that comes from the actual event. So Pesach isn't just a holiday commemorating the exodus from Egypt. It's actually an opportunity to plug ourselves in to the power of freedom. But what are we being freed from exactly? I feel pretty free. Just imagine the scene. It's the night of Makas Bochoros, the 10th plague, the death of the firstborn son. And everyone goes to sleep, and you and your family know that tomorrow you're going to be freed. At least you think you do. Until you hear screaming around midnight from every house on your block. Every house on the next block. They're shrieking. And so you're a firstborn and you turn to your parents and you say, "Are we going to make it?" And your parents turn to you and say, "I don't know." And the screaming gets louder and louder and louder. And you hear your neighbors screaming. And then it gets quieter and quieter and quieter until there's no more screaming. And you realize you've been spared. You've been chosen. You are going to walk out of Mitzrayim as Hashem's nation. Although we are not physically enslaved anymore, we have messages constantly bombarding us from the media telling us that we are not pretty enough, not smart enough, and not worthy of love. Pesach allows us to realize that 1 second. Why did Hashem choose you to come out of Mitzrayim and be his nation? And he tells us, Asher hoseisicha me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyos lachem lalokim. Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim to be our God. And as our God, Hashem wants to be there for us and give us everything we possibly could need. But not only does he want to do it, he can. He has the power. He's unlimited. And he says, I choose you. You're worthy. I love you. You're perfect. You're my nation. We all lose that sense of feeling loved and special. But if you think about it, it's a really natural thing. Think about babies. When a parent holds their new baby and they look at that child, all they see is possibilities and love, perfection, potential. And that's naturally how we should feel about ourselves. Look at ourselves like your parents did when you were a baby. You're so full of potential and natural capabilities and beauty. So the reason that Pesach is called Passover is because Hashem wants us to know that he chose us, that we are special, that we are worthy of love. And when we keep all the mitzvahs of Passover and help us tap into that spiritual energy of freedom, we can free ourselves from these limiting beliefs that we are not worthy and realize that we are special, chosen, and we have a lot to give.